So our job is to discover our true self. But in actuality, our true self has never gone anywhere. It's our purpose as human beings to awaken to and live from this state of self, to live in the flow of our truth. For some of us, that will happen instinctively. For others, instantaneously upon our realization. And for others, still it emerges gradually and develops over time. Our true self, though, has always been there and will forever be with us and part of us. It is the center of our being and the core of our existence. When we were born as pure awareness, our true self within our bodies. We were born with our raw self, which is also our instincts, our innate personality, temperament, and reactions to life situations built into our bodies. We were not born with thought patterns or beliefs, or any identification with our body as being us. We had awareness of physical sensations and responded to them, but we didn't identify with them as us. This comes over time when we start to identify not only as a body, but also as the mind within the body. This is what I call the conditioned egoic mind. But we cannot be these things because they are always changing and never stay the same. Yet something lingers there as a constant no matter what changes around us or within us. If you're aware enough and sit within yourself long enough, you may intuitively rediscover that part of you that has not changed throughout your whole life. The part of you that has been silently watching, silently aware of everything you've ever experienced, from bodily changes to the five senses, sight, sound, smells, taste, touch, to situations, to thoughts, emotions, and actions. The true self has noticed these things arise, was there during them, and remained when they've disappeared or changed. It's the part of us that continues to exist when our body dies. It's our eternal essence. Our true self silently observes, but that's not the only thing it does. It gently motivates us to live from its perspective, one of peace and love. It softly urges us to wake up to it and act from that part of ourselves, to change how we perceive things and to bring our view of the world more clearly into alignment with it. It summons us to live from it and not solely from the conditioned egoic mind. It's trying to get us to transcend our mind so we can live in the joy and harmony of the true self. And while we may still have pleasant or unpleasant emotions, living as our true self means we don't believe the things that don't align with it. We no longer identify with those emotions or beliefs as who we are. We allow them to all exist and decide if they serve us as points on an internal compass directing us towards or away from the things we truly want or don't want. Some of us will awaken to our true self instantly without any effort, but for most of us it will require some conscious effort. We can't force the realization, but we can grow our awareness of it and our reconnection to our truth. We can learn how it communicates and motivates us into action. It communicates with us through our emotions, our intuitive thoughts, and our overall intuition. And we can gain a deeper understanding and connection to our true self by growing our awareness of our raw self and our conditioned egoic mind. That means like when we understand our innate responses and also our beliefs and emotional responses, we understand our behavioral habits and the motivation for using them. The more we do this, the more we'll be able to differentiate our true self from our raw and conditioned self, and then be able to connect to the true part of ourselves at any given moment, despite whatever may be going on internally or externally with our mind, the body, or situations that we're facing. And our emotions are our entry points to our belief systems. At any given moment, they can reflect the depth of our connection to our true self. The better we feel, the more likely it is that we're in alignment with our true self. The worse we feel, the less likely we're in alignment with our truth. Although in saying this, our true self is at peace even when we may be experiencing unpleasant emotions. Before we can understand how the true self communicates to us though, it's important to better understand what constitutes the true self. The true self is pure awareness or energy combined with wisdom. The energy is part of and connected to all that is in the entirety of existence. It is composed of pure love, not the romantic type, but rather a deep inner state of connection and oneness with all that is. This means that the true self abides beyond the world of opposites. It is always in a state of loving everything and everyone as if it were an extension of us, because it is. The true self always exists in this very moment. It's not present in the past or the future, but in the eternal now, which is this very moment in time that we're engaged with. It is continuously allowing and accepting of everything. It doesn't need anything to be changed or improved or bettered to be content or at peace. It's also self-loving, self-compassionate, and self-accepting, and extends these sentiments to all others. It may sound almost supernatural, but our true self is also wise beyond belief. It knows us better than our minds know us. It's aware of the true nature of reality. It's also aware of our deepest wants and desires and knows everything needed to make them happen. Its perspective on life or situations is often different from the perspective of our conditioned mind. Its perspective will often make us experience a sense of peace or acceptance about what is going on. It could even motivate us to take inspired action to change what's happening. It has a unique balance of knowing when inaction or action is required for the most desired outcomes. And it approaches all situations through love. It also communicates in an encouraging way and knows that everything is constantly evolving and changing. Nothing's ever stuck or stagnant. It's willing to experience any emotional discomforts so that they don't get in the way of it expressing its gentle pull towards our truest desires. Our true self knows the answers to our questions and can provide them when they're most apt and useful for us. And like I said before, it communicates this information through emotions, thoughts, intuition, urges, bodily sensations, and gut feelings. Our overall goal, if we want to be at peace and have well-being, is to align back to our true self, to learn how to listen to it and not allow our raw self or conditioned egoic self to take full control over our life.